Hi, everyone. My name is Sequoia. I use she and her pronouns. I'm a social worker and a yoga practitioner. I also do intuitive energy readings, and that is what this will be today. I am a practitioner that supports cannabis and also psychedelic integration um, with wellness practices. And so, one of the practices that I wanted to share is one that I facilitate for my own healing, but also a service that I provide for some of my clients, and that is a energy reading. And you can utilize this type of practice either before you journey with earth-based medicine or after. So this type of reflection practice can be utilized um, before you engage in any type of, again, journey or after. This can be a base for intention setting for a journey. It can be a foundation to expand on an intention. It can also be utilized as a way to check in with your chakras. If there are any blockages, you might even utilize this type of practice for some shadow work that you might be doing. So it all just depends on where you are in your healing journey, what feels supportive right now, and you applying that in your integration practices. So, how this will go, I'm going to do a two-card spread related to earth-based medicine integration. And again, this will just provide some type of support for you to potentially pick up on a message that might help with integration. All of the information that you need in order to get in contact with me is in the description box below. There is also information related to how to book um, with me for 15 minutes for a $25 energy reading, where I utilize tarot, oracle cards, numerology, color theory. I blend psychoeducation um, into, again, just a practice for spaciousness around reflecting for intention setting. Okay. Let's see. Mm, okay. All right. So I've already blessed and cleansed the deck. Let's see what spirit may be potentially nudging you softly and gently to open up spaciousness for in your energy. Okay. Okay. So the overall energy for the collective that is on a journey or setting intentions for a journey is renewal. You got breakthrough at the bottom too. So here's what this card looks like. Renewal. You've got some of the keywords at the bottom there. So what I'm getting right off the back related to renewal feels like folks have kind of gone through some cycles, beginnings and endings. So you may be, oh, you may be working on a new project. You may be in a new city. Maybe you recently moved. You might be starting a new job. You may have, you know, gotten interest in a new hobby, maybe a new area of study. You may have also kind of entered into a new friend group potentially, and you are a little anxious, a little nervous about these new spaces. And this anxiety, though, is not, it's based in kind of old thinking, old behaviors, wanting to make sure that you are trusting your intuition, utilizing your discernment related to things that are for you and things that are not. It feels like you are potentially coming out of a space in your life where you pull back a little bit from maybe some of the places that I just mentioned, a project, work, a friend group, a partner, a family member, so on and so forth, and you are reemerging, reorienting yourself to either some of those spaces, the same spaces, or new spaces. Um, and yeah, that kind of anxiety, hesitation that may come attached to that is, you know, a part of transitioning, a part of navigating new values, new expectations, also a bit of adventure, so there could be some anxiety attached to this new adventure that you're on. Mhm. So in the grow, I didn't explain the spread. So this is a 2 card spread. This is the overall energy, but we've got the grow column, and then we've got the slow kind of column. So for grow, we pulled the confusion card, and there's a number. Well, it adds up to number 5. We got a 3 and a 2, and that adds up to number 5. 5 is the number of change. So I think this is pretty interesting that this came out in the grow space. And then slow, where to divest, release, and contract. We got the work card. This is a part of the 6th house. So we got a 5 and a 6, right? So that's synchronous. And then, as I mentioned, the grow kind of pile is the confusion card, and then the slow pile is related to work. Grow is where do we want to invest, cultivate, and expand. And so connecting this question to the overall energy, we're wanting to grow and expand around that confidence, coming out of confusion, clearing up any mental fog, um, maybe some disillusionment even. There may have been some recent trauma that you have been processing and getting through, and you are in a place where you're ready for change, you're ready for some renewal in your life, some new energy. And so you are wanting to cultivate those new friendships that I mentioned, potentially a new project, a new contract. There may be a new community group that you're interested in becoming a part of. Um, Again, this could be related to family, a partner, a work situation. Take it as it resonates. Okay. So let's pull a tarot card for grow. Collective that is journeying and setting intentions. Please give us one message to clarify grow, where to invest, cultivate, and expand. Okay. Okay. So We got the Star card and then the Four of Cups. So the energy that this is giving me is the collective is wanting to invest, cultivate, and expand around clarity and thought about seeing the abundance that's around you. This gives me like gratitude practice. This gives me the need for a more solid and consistent gratitude practice at this time, that will help with some of the confusion that you may be experiencing, some of the anxiety, also change, shifting into new mindsets, transitioning. That can be a little disorienting, just related to grounding as well. And so, maybe a consistent gratitude practice would be helpful so that you can ground in your surroundings, so that you can ground in the skills that you know that you have, so you can ground in the confidence that you have, so that you can see the places where you may be holding back and then the places where you are excelling, and be more balanced in that. Okay. For this other card, we got in the slow kind of pile, where to divest, release, and contract. So we pulled the work card. And so some of the kind of prompts at the bottom of that card. Um, okay, we got two additionals. That's fine. Yeah, wow. We pulled all majors for this. So this energy is telling me that this is an area of life that definitely needs to be looked at and considered and readjusted. So if the message and the energy is giving me that work is the place that the collectives needs to we've got divest, release, and contract, and maybe release is the word that I focus on. Release areas within work that you may have taken on additionally, things that are not necessary. There may be some additional committees that you're on. There may be a writing project that you signed up for. There may be some community work or a volunteer project that you really may not have the capacity for. You've kind of overcommitted. So this is feeling like as well, looking more at where have we overcommitted our time and energy, right? And it may not just be in the sphere of work. Again, this could be related to, I'll take it back to, the message and tie this in. This could be where we overcommitting our energy in a family member and a partner, in habits that don't serve us, in thought patterns that don't serve us. Where are we called? Where is there stagnancy kind of in our life? We pulled the Devil card, which is Capricorn, Hierophant, which is Taurus, and then the Chariot card, and that is, I think the Chariot card is Sagittarius energy. I think that's right. But I might be wrong about that one. So, um, you could be any of those signs. This could be someone that's in your energy. Um, but so, yeah, this is kind of confirming that we are kind of putting a lot of um, energy into potentially things that can keep us stagnant, things that are going to slow our potential forward movement down. We want to look at where we're overcommitting, things that, again, maybe we have kind of signed up for and we're having a difficult time, creating boundaries, telling folks no. That also feels like the message. Look, the collective may need to consider and look at the places that, we're having a hard time drawing boundaries with folks, because that will be important for renewal of our energy. Okay. So, one of the things that's helpful in renewing energy and making sure that you are equally balanced and that you have the capacity is gratitude practice, and then also calling your energy back. So this is where we focus and set an intention on, again, reflecting on places where we've overcommitted, places where our capacity is a little bit stretched, places where we need to potentially recreate some boundaries that feel more supportive and in line with or aligned with a nourishing practice. And then with calling your energy back, once you do that and you identify those places, if it's a situation where you have to make a plan, then you make a plan. But if it's a situation where you can meditate and you can call your energy back, you can create boundaries by calling your energy back too. That could be, again, maybe the way and how much you communicate with somebody, how you're communicating with someone. Okay. So let's get one more card that tells us what energy will help with calling in the energy that's supportive, the grow energy, but also that balance that, helps us create and support for growing, and then create and support spaciousness for us to divest and release and contract. Create access for the ability to release. Okay. Okay, so the energy that I'm getting from these cards related to what will help the collective create access to be able to divest, release, and contract, but then also create abundance. And manifestation and gratitude in order to invest, cultivate, and expand. And we have sensual expression and then the decision card. What this confirms, again, related to decisions, is thinking about the places where your energy is going right now, recreating boundaries where you need to, identifying what your needs are, advocating for yourself, communicating with folks. Also coming from a place of feels more like the fire element, so action oriented, passionate, expressing from a place of confidence, a place of courage, a place of strength, being more in masculine energy. And let me be clear about that. Every person has feminine and masculine energy. When we're talking about in relation to balancing yin and yang, masculine and feminine, sun and moon, in this case, this energy is giving me being more in your masculine energy. Okay. I think that's the message. Not I think I know. That's the message. I hope that that was supportive. I hope that it resonated. Let me know in the comment section if it was helpful, how you utilize this practice. If you are watching this before you journey, if you're watching this and or after your journey, and how you've utilized this to integrate. As I mentioned in the description box, there'll be information if you want to get in contact with me for a 15-minute, $25 reading, or if you just want to stay in contact, you can follow me on social media. Those links are there as well. Um, I would love to have you back again. So please make sure that you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you receive all of the videos that I upload or notifications for those. And yeah, I'll see you the next time.